Good evening and welcome to the oliveboard platform. My name is Maru Sharma, your logical reasoning expert, and we are here today to practice some interesting questions on SSC CGL logical reasoning. Now, in the last session, I had told you that now that there is a thought process which is going on, that the vendor might change and there might be a lot of issues. The type of questions may change. What is going to happen? How are we going to prepare? PYQs are no more relevant. So what I have done is I have restructured your type of questions. I have introduced a bit of questions from different levels, from different examinations, so that everything is at par. For you, your preparation should be a notch or two above your regular preparation level, at least at this stage, so that that thought process of the vendor change is totally gone, right? So that is the fundamental idea of these sessions which I have been bringing for the last 2 days for you. Yesterday was a railways practice session, but the questions are more or less similar. Today we'll have the SSC practice session, so quickly join in live. If you are new to this channel, guys, you have to hit the subscribe button. It's not going to go on like this. You cannot not subscribe and keep watching the videos. It is just going to take a moment. Just hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon so that you don't have to wait for updates. You don't have to log in or look at a particular time. The moment the class is going to start, 5 minutes before, you'll get an update from YouTube. You can straight away come here. It's very important, very necessary, right? And otherwise, also do like the session. If you're liking the content which I am bringing out for you and the oliveboard platform is turning out for you, definitely hit the like button. Share it across platforms with your friends, with other people who are also your fellow aspirants, who are there as part of various Telegram groups, WhatsApp channels, wherever. Okay. You can also put this session as your status so that people can view and join in live while we are going in the middle. Okay. Now, as you know, this is a timer based practice session, so we'll be pushing on the time as well. But don't worry, if your accuracy is somewhere not in the line, you can use this practice session later on as a non-timer base. You can pause, solve the question and then check whether your accuracy is good or not. Okay. And do leave comments. Once we are done with the video, after that you need to leave a comment to let me know whether whatever I'm doing for you is feasible, is good or not. And also comment while you are in the session. So make it as interactive as possible. Okay. All that said and done, I'll start the session right away. Hi Chinmay. No, I won't say PYQs are not relevant. I would rather say that PYQs are more like a practice set and less like a repeat set. So earlier people used to practice a lot of PYQs thinking that maybe at least let's say 5 or 10% of these PYQs might repeat again this year. But now that might not happen because the vendor might change. If the vendor changes, then they are not going to use the TCS questions. So definitely the repeat thing will go, but they can still be used there for practice because your syllabus is going to remain the same. Okay. So without any further ado, let's start quickly. I'll set the timer. Okay. So mostly easy to moderate questions. Do hit the like button, guys. Correct. This is easy. Now you can clearly see this is episode. Okay. EPISODE. Okay. Now we have to check with which E this is going to start. So this is surely not going to be your answer. Now 7-4. So EP 2I 1S 3O 6D 5E. Why not A? Why did you say C? C is not going to work out. It's A is the correct answer. Okay, so we have E, P, I, S, O, D. Next. Yeah, I know, I can understand. Yes, what can be the logic? Okay, 35, 46, 12. If I add both of them, I get 81. 81 and 12 are not making sense, are they? If I add these, what do I get? 68. If I add this, what do I get? 47. Okay. So add minus 1. Can we think that way? 55, 77, 99, 33. No, it's not working. If I add them, what am I getting? 58. 58 and 35. Nope, not working again. 46 minus 35. If I do this, what do I get? I get 11 plus 1. Can we do that? Difference, 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 difference. This is also not going to work out. What else can be the logic? 81 plus 12 is 93 divided by 2. No, that's also not working. Anything? Anybody? Hi Madhulika. No, I did not forget you. I remember you very well. Okay, I think there seems to be some issue here. I'm not able to get what the logic is. 47, 33, 33, 55. Okay, if I divide this by 2, I get 23. Okay, yes. I subtract this 35 minus 12. What do I get? 23 into 2 is 46. Got it. Subtract the ends, multiply by 2. So I think this satisfies the answer. 22 minus 11 is 11 into 2 is 22. Got it? Multiply the end number, subtract the end numbers and multiply by 2 to get the middle number. Got it? No, 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 options are not wrong. Everything is correct. Clear? Next. Interesting, good question. Next. No, 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 no. B option is not the same. I'll show it to you. Wait. Try this question, then I'll show the B option also. Okay, that's pretty fast. Okay. Pointing to portrait, Bhagyashree said. So Bhagyashree is saying she has, so the person in the portrait is a woman. She has only daughter Silky who is married to my father-in-law's younger son Salman. I'm so sorry. My, we'll connect the tree with my. So Bhagyashree's spouse and Bhagyashree's father-in-law. My father-in-law's younger son Salman. So this is not Salman. This has to be Salman. And she has only daughter Silky who is married to my father-in-law's younger son. So Silky is married to Salman and this is the portrait woman, portrait lady. The question is how Salman is related to the person in the portrait. How is Salman related to the person in the portrait? The answer is son-in-law. The answer is son-in-law. Okay, option A is the correct answer. Now try this one. See, Chinmay, check this. You were saying it is the same in option 2. No, 33 minus 22 is 11. 11 into 3 is 33, not 2. The logic is subtract the end numbers, multiply by 2 to get your answer. Subtract the end numbers, multiply by 2. No. Subtract the end numbers, multiply by 2. No. It's only being satisfied in option A. Subtract the end numbers, 23 multiply by 2 is 46. Got it? Next. Latest government jobs, SSC, RRB, banking, depends upon what are you looking for. As last I remember, we were preparing for SSC, right? So I would suggest SSC, obviously CGL, CHSL if you want. And do fill the form for selection post. That is very important. That gives you an extra booster chance. Okay, technically a lot of people think that the problem in this question is that you consider shout to be a voice of an animal, and you think that the intensity of all these three is very high and chirp is very low. That is not the case. Roaring does not mean it is high intensity only. If a lion makes some noise, it is roaring. Even if the voice is loud, even if the voice is not loud, it is still known as a roar. Growl, again, like a cat, if you are growling, that's just a tone of voice. So growling. Chirping is for a bird. These are all sounds of animals except for the word shout, which is usually used for humans. So option C is the right answer here. This is a previous year question, and the same issue was created when the answer key was released at that time. But shout was the official answer here, not chirp. This is a common misconception with all of us feel that okay, the roar and growl seem to be very high pitched voices. Shout is also a high pitched voice. I think that is not working, because growl itself is not a high pitched voice. Growl is, I hope what is growl. In Hindi we call it gurrana. Tar heart is not the right word. Next, coding decoding. I have cleared SSC once, and in the mains I just could not. So I sat for mains one time. I could not clear it, and the second time I could not give the mains only. And I've cleared banking once. Reasoning and quant have always been my favorite subjects. I've also taught in a lot of other verticals. I've taught law students also. This is an interesting question. This is a CHSL previous year question. CHSL Tier 2. CHSL Tier 2. When the first time it was introduced. And a lot of students, they couldn't solve this. Now I'll tell you what can be done to get the correct trick. Okay, see. G, A, T, E and J, O, F, B. Always write the place values. If nothing, you are not able to get any trick, just write the place values. So you have 7, 1, 20, 5, and we have 10, 15, 6, 2. Alright. Can you figure something out here in another order? If not, look at the other one now. That is why they give you 2. I, D, L, E and J, G, I, D. Don't always skip the 2. Sometimes the second one gives you a better hint. So this is 9, 4, 12, 5 and this is 10, 7, 9, 4. Now the second one will clear the air that ID and ID, they are not being repeated because GA and FB are not the same. Good, very good. Hi Sangeeta. So the logic here is 7 minus 5, 1 plus 5, 20 minus 5, 5 plus 5. This is the logic. Same here, 9 minus 5, 4 plus 5, 12 minus 5, 5 plus 5. So you need the code for milk, M-I-L-K. Okay, the last one is coming in the front with plus 5. So 11 plus 5 is 16. We'll start with P. Just look at the options. Gone, gone. The next one will give you your answer. L is 12 plus 5, 17. So, minus 5, sorry. 12 minus 5, 7. So we have G here. Option B is the right answer. Got it? Okay. See, the logic is not difficult. It is very easy. But just that this is alternating and this is also flipping. That is what creates the confusion. Next. Correct, Chinmay. Okay. Let's check. Okay, look at this side first. This side. Okay, the left side. We have 1, 2. Vertically divided, so 2. Again 2. So we have 4. Let us break it down as 2 and 2. Then the next one, 1 and 2 again, and 1 and 2 again. So this is again 2 and 2. Alright. Next, if we look at this, what all triangles more are left? So now the whole one, 1 and 2. So these are all the possible triangles here. Do we are there any more triangles which we are not counting? I don't think so. We have counted all the triangles, all possible triangles, haven't we? Alright. Now here, this is divided into 2 parts, so 3. This is divided into 2 parts, so 3. This whole single triangle, 1. Now we have counted this triangle and this triangle, but we have not counted this triangle and this triangle. So we have 2 more. How many are there? 10, 16, 17, 18, 19. What else are we missing? Are we missing something? How come you're getting 21? I think 19 is the correct answer here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. And counted this, counted this. Yeah, I think 19 is the right answer, guys. I don't know how you're getting 21. You're repeat counting something. Okay. Next. Now this is an interesting logic here. See, you will try, no matter what you will try, you will not get anything. Okay. So what else can be done is always take a column, always take a common column. So 34, 28, 18, if you see, you will see that these 3 numbers are divisible by a common factor. that is 2. So divide this column by 2. Now see what will you get? You will get 23, 63, 17. You will get 31, 14, and you will get 27, 63, 18. Now if you observe carefully, 63 and 17, if you subtract, what will you get? You will get 46. 63 and 17, if you subtract, you will get 46. Divide that by 2, you will get 23. So basically what you can do is you can multiply this column by 2. So the new answer which you will get is, either you could have directly done it here, or you can do it as 46, 63, 17, 62, 14, and 54, 18, 63. Now what are you doing? So 46 minus 17 was 46 plus 17 is 63. What wrong did I do? Oh, sorry. 18 divided by 2 I didn't do only, no? 9. Okay. Now 46 plus 17 is 63. 62 plus 14 will give you an answer. 54 plus 9 is 63. So 62 plus 14 is 76, which is my correct answer. Option A is the right one. So divide the first column, third column by 2, multiply the first column by 2, add them, you will get your answer. Or divide the third column by 2, subtract them, you will get an answer, divide that by 2 to get the first column. Either which ways you can get your answer. See, Chinmay, for this you will have to have a lot of practice. If I tell you one thing here, I'll tell you the names of 3 topics. 3, 4 topics. Number 1, number series. Number 2, number analogy. So all number based topics. Number 3, missing numbers. All these kinds of questions which we just solved. Number 4, number classification. That is odd one out in numbers. Apart from that, we have coding decoding. Okay. And I would add one more, critical reasoning. Now, these are the topics which don't have a cap on them. Cap means there is no limit. Otherwise, if you pick up any other topic, calendar, they will only ask you normal questions based on calendar. Now, if it only seems difficult to you because you don't know how to solve it. Otherwise, calendars is fairly easy. Even if they ask you a difficult question, you will be able to solve it. Sitting arrangement, they can only raise the level up to a limit because they are binding you by time. So they can't give you a very long syllogism or a puzzle based question. They have to limit it to a time wherein you can solve it in 30-40 seconds or a minute at max. Okay. Any other topic you pick up, ranking. Okay, you pick up let's say puzzles, sitting arrangement, ranking, directions, blood relations, syllogism. They will not raise the bar up to a limit. I mean, they can only raise the bar up to a limit. There is always a cap that they cannot make it more difficult than that. So in that you can become a master, that you just practice a few questions and you are ready with the concepts. But here there is no cap, there is no limit. The examiner can do whatever they want to do. And these questions are the ones which decide the difficulty level of your shift. Often if you sit for an exam, let's say the logical reasoning section, let's say 3 types of questions out of these were pretty difficult for you to tackle. So the logical reasoning section overall, you will automatically start getting a feeling that, oh no, this was difficult. This was not an easy section. That is where the key lies. So for this, all you can do is practice. The more you practice, the better you're going to get. The more you practice, the better you're going to get. Okay. Now here what you can also understand is, for number series, I have told you to understand the special numbers list. This is useful for number series, number analogy, missing numbers, number classification, everything. What is the special numbers list? So after you have learned your perfect squares, your perfect cubes, everything is in place, you create a list of this sort. N square plus minus n, n cube plus minus n, n square divided by 2, n square divided by 3, n cube divided by 2, n cube divided by 3, then 2n square, 3n square, 2n cube, 3n cube, then we have n square plus minus 1, n cube plus minus 1, and 2 and 3 if you can do it further. We have n cube plus n square plus n power 1 and minus minus. So you should know this. Then I think majorly this should satisfy. So create a list, and keep looking for new options, keep looking for new orders. So what you'll do is put n from 1 to 10 here and create a list. So for example, for n equal to 1, I'll write here 1 square plus 1 is 2, n equal to 2, 2 square plus 2 is 6, n equal to 3, 3 square plus 3 is 12, n equal to 4, 4 square plus 4 is 20, n equal to 5, 5 square plus 5 is 30. Now when you see these numbers in a series, it will immediately click you what is this. Okay. So this is actually very useful because this is going to help you remember the special numbers. Just make this list 1 to 10 for all these types, and if you see some new type, create lists for that also. Keep adding to this list. Once you have a very, an exhaustive list, a large list where all these numbers have been listed out, this will start staying at the back of your mind and you will start becoming much faster at cracking the logics. Okay, and anytime, any day, if your logic is taking more than 40 seconds to crack, for that time, leave that question and move ahead. Leave that question and move ahead. Mark it for review and come back if you think that you can crack it. So these things will help you understand the questions better. I think nothing and no one is bigger than mind. If somebody has done it, then I can do it as well. But my very next thought is, am I really good enough? How to cope with these things? See, you have to focus on two things. You have to focus on what is there in your control. You can only reach up to a limit with things which are in your control. You can never go beyond it. That is where things will stop. After coming to things which are not in your control, which are beyond your control, you will have to stop thinking about it, because that's none of your, that's not under your ability, and that is never going to be under your ability. Anything which is not in your control, for example, performance in your examination, for example, preparation, for example, trying every possible, trick, every possible concept, learning every possible detail is under your control. But on the day of the examination, your computer did not work. You got 5 minutes late because of something which was not under your control. Suddenly traffic happened, suddenly it started raining, or you just something happened on the day of the examination. While you were writing a paper, you just lost somewhere. You just lost track of time. That is something which is not in your control. Okay, normalization happened, something else happened. These things are not in your control. So starting to blame yourself for these problems is the root issue. Demeaning yourself constantly is the root issue. When you are preparing as a student, let me tell you one thing, take it straight from me. Your biggest friend, your best friend is you. And sorry to say, but your worst enemy is also you. So it is in your hands, it is in your control, this thing, that whether you want to be your best friend or whether you want to be your worst enemy. So whenever you are down, you are demotivated, you think that things are not going as per my plan, nothing is working out, just pat your back and tell yourself it's okay. It happens. Don't worry. Take some time off. We'll come back with a bang. So treat yourself like you would have treated your friend. If your friend was in melancholy and he would have come to you that I'm feeling very nervous, I'm not feeling happy, I need motivation, you would have, patted his back and you would have told him, Arey, it's okay, yaar. It happens. We'll both manage it together. Do that to yourself. Treat yourself like you would have treated people who you love. Stop self-hating. Stop self-discriminating. Stop self-sabotaging. Things are going to go smoothly. Okay? Remember this advice. And don't push yourself over a limit, because that is only going to make you worse. A and B are standing in a queue in which A is standing 10th from the start of the queue. Okay, this is black. 10th from the start of the queue is A. And B is standing 20th from the end. Okay, B is standing 20th from the end. And there are 8 members who are standing between A and B. 8 members are standing between A and B. Find the minimum number of persons standing in that queue. Now, this is one case. What will be the answer? 10 from here, 20 from here, 38. But this is not minimum. There is another case possible where they can be even lesser. What is that case? That case will be an overlap case. That is, if in this line A was sitting 10th and B was sitting 20th and there were 8 people between them, this would have been lesser than 38. So how will you find this? The total will always, so what will you do is 20 plus 10 minus the total minus 2 would have been equal to the people sitting in between. So to find the total, you just take it there and you just bring it here. So 20 plus 10, that is 30 minus 8 minus 2 is equal to T. So 20 is equal to T. So there is a total of 20 people. Got it? Sir, for a UR candidate having government service for 3 years and aged 34 years, is he eligible for SSC CGL exam? Srujan, once upon a time, this was a case. This used to happen. But I think as far as I know, this case now exists in UPSC. If you have cleared a service, a government service of 3 years or above, you are eligible for an age relaxation up to 5 years for a group A or B post and up to 10 years for a group C post. But I'm not sure whether it is still applicable on SSC CGL or not. I'll have to confirm. Once the notification comes, you can get a clarity about it. Okay. In the age relaxation criteria, the reserved categories do get an age relaxation, but and don't check for, so check for ex-central government employees. If you are in the category of central government employees, you have served for 3 years, there is a good chance that for group A and B post, 5 years relaxation, for group C post, 10 years relaxation. But these relaxations are usually provided in UPSC examinations. For SSC, this used to be norms earlier, but for now you'll have to check. Once the notification is out, you can get into details. Yes, Sangeeta, good, exactly. Sir, I have left a good paying job as I was cup of tea. I was a bit very nervous and conscious. Chinmay, if this is the biggest reason, why you are feeling this. Nervousness is going to wreck your examination. Trust me. Nervousness is going to wreck your examination. Don't do that to yourself. Don't put so much pressure on an exam. It's just take it like an examination. That okay, I'm just learning, I'm studying, I'm doing my best and I'm going to sit for the exam. Because if you put so much pressure, this exam is my last chance. This is do or die. I need a job. My future depends on this. My dignity depends on this. My stature in the society depends on this. All this added pressure. What will my aunt say? What will my uncle say? What will my father say? How will I look with him? How will I see that pride in his eyes if I don't clear the examination? All these added pressure is going to make you so nervous that you're going to lose the battle. On the day of the exam, you just won't be able to use your full capacity, your brain in full capacity. So avoid that at all costs possible. Okay? Just be calm, be cool, and always give any competitive exam with a nothing to lose attitude. This is not your last chance. Are you 30 years old already? No, right? If you're a general category student and if you are in the range of 25 above, between 25 and 30, you can still have another chance at it. So for this year, you might have prepared your best. For the next year, maybe, if not 0.1%, if you don't get selected, always have a plan B to fall on. That next year onwards, I can take up some job parallelly, which will help me study. So something like teaching or tutoring, something of that sort. Parallelly, keep studying, keep teaching, keep earning. So the more you teach, the better your concepts will be. What my reasoning concepts were as a student and what today they are as a teacher, there's a humongous gap in between. Trust me on that. And it has all come up. I've acquired all this while teaching my students. Every day I'm learning something new. I never say that I'm an expert at reasoning. I use the word because we at the company use it, but I never call myself an expert that way. Because there is a possibility that some of you might teach me something new today. That, sir, we have learned a new trick. Oh, I have also learned it now. So you have always to be a learner. Have that hunger. Never be a learned person. Always be a learner. Okay, let's come here now. What is happening? Okay, 1 dash, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a pentagon is going to come here. Pentagon is going to come here. Look at the figures. Yes, we have a pentagon everywhere. Okay, look at the other things which are not common. Right, left, 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 right. So this will decide 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 7. So 9 dots on the left side only. So option D is gone. Option D is gone. A, B, this should be C, no? C is hidden here. Okay. Now the next thing is look at the arrow. The arrow is different, okay, in all the three. So arrow will decide. So arrow is here. Arrow is going clockwise 90 degree, clockwise 90 degree, clockwise 90 degree. So arrow is going to come on the top. That's it. And that's only there in option B. So this is also gone. This is also gone. So option B is my correct answer. Option B is my correct answer. So that when you get the PDF, this will be clear. Okay, done. Next. "40 seconds is too much. I should have given 20 seconds for this." Most welcome, Srijan. That's a part of my job. Don't worry. You don't have to thank me. I know, Chinmay. That's how students function. I have been there, done that, and wasted my attempts. Never doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Okay, we need to find the number on the face opposite the face showing 3. So opposite 3, what will be there? 5, 4, 5, 2. Use the clockwise method. 1. Option B is the right answer. Good. Excellent. Good job. Option B is the correct answer. So here what is happening is 5 is common. 5 is common. 5 to 3, 3 to 4, 5 to 1, 1 to 2. So 3 will be opposite 1. Option B is the right answer. Clockwise method will give you the correct answer. Next. Oh, this is very easy. 30 seconds are enough. Observe carefully. Madhulika, are you still there in the session? All my students, do like the session, guys. You can give me an instant answer here. Okay, what is happening here? So this is being flipped inside. First, the corners are inside now. So this will be the corner part. This will be the corner part. Now this is being halved here. So this is the remaining part, and a diamond is being cut here. So when this will be flipped again, the diamond cut will come here, and the flips are like this. See, the flips are like this. Can you see this? The flips will be like this. So when you open the flip, there is no cut on the flips. So it's only going to be 2 cuts, which is option, sorry. Oh, this numbering is all gone here. So I hope this part is clear to all of you, that which was D and which is C. Okay, next. We could have done it in 30 seconds. Anyways, let's try this. Okay, this one seems to be easy. All curtains are doormats. All curtains are doormats. Some doormats are pillows. Some pillows are bed sheets. Some bed sheets are doormats. No, there is no connection, so it will not follow. Some bed sheets are curtains. No connection, not follow. Some pillows are doormats. Yes, absolutely right. So only 3 follows. Only conclusion 3 follows. Option A is the right answer. This was pretty easy. Next. Critical reasoning. Critical reasoning. Okay, this one is pretty easy actually. Statement and conclusions are given. Now, correct, very good. Good, good, good. Sangeeta, Chinmay, Dibya, absolutely right. Good. So the statement says the cases of dengue in 2016 were 2,94,658, which caused 90,569 deaths. The conclusions are some of the dengue cases were fatal. Obviously, we can see 2,94,000, almost 3 lakh cases, almost 1 lakh deaths. So some of them were fatal, visible. So this can be drawn. Number 2, poor medical facility was responsible for such a high number of deaths. Is it mentioned in your statement? So never assume anything apart from the statement. No extra information. Only restrict yourself to what the statement is providing to you. In that case, this is some extra information. So this is never going to follow. And this is often given as a trap. Why is it a trap? Because a lot of students have a personal opinion that medical facilities are not good or were not good in 2016, maybe in Delhi, maybe in any other city, state, or maybe in the whole country. And that is why so many deaths have happened. This is your assumption. We don't want your opinion. We don't want your assumption. Even in an assumption-based question, we need the assumption of the author while he had written this statement, not what you assume to be right. Okay, so always refrain from having a personal opinion and a personal attachment and emotional attachment to the question. Always restrict yourself to what the statement is saying. That's it. It's going to be very simple for you. So only conclusion 1 follows. Option B is the correct answer. Next question. Data sufficiency. Okay. Weight of B. Question is, what is the average weight of A, B, C and D? Okay. Weight of B is 18 kg more than A. So B is equal to A plus 18 and 20 kg more than C. C plus 20. Weight of D is 40 kg, which is 10 kg less than C. So D is 40 kg, which is 10 kg less than C. They are asking you for the average weight. Only statement 1, only statement 2, statement 1, 2 together and data is not sufficient. Now check statement 1, is it sufficient? So from here we can know D is 40, C is 50, B is 70 and A is 70 minus 18. So it is 52. Now we know the weights of all four, so we can easily calculate the average. So 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question. Now check for 2 alone. When you check for 2 alone, you have to forget this. No, 2 alone is also not required because data is not sufficient, cannot be your answer. Only 2 is sufficient, cannot be your answer. 1 and 2 together will never be your answer because with 1 only we got our answer. So the answer is only going to be only 1 is sufficient to answer your question. Okay. Next. Repeat pattern. Okay, this is pretty easy. Repeat pattern is being formed. SKM dash GKM. SKM dash GKM. So this is G. This dash is G. GKMPS. So P SKM GGKMPS KM GGKMPS. This is your answer. So GPGPMK. GPGPMK. Option B is the right answer. It's that simple. What will be the logic? GGKMPSK. M GGKMPSKM GGKMPSKM, right? Next, inequalities. Okay. Now check for the conclusions. B is greater than A. Only one can. Okay, we have two. B is greater than A. So A is less than C and A is less than B. If A is less than B, B is greater than A. Obviously, conclusion 1 is correct. C and F. For C and F, check between these. So C is greater than E, greater than F. So C is greater than F. C is less than F, not correct. So only conclusion 1 follows, which is option D. Easy. Inequalities is pretty easy actually. Don't be scared of this. This is puzzles. I think I'll give you a minute here. Should I give you a minute or 2? Okay, I'll give you 1 minute 30 seconds. Okay. Now, in a year-end exam, 6 papers: maths, physics, geography, economics, chemistry, history are scheduled on 6 consecutive days of week, Monday to Saturday. So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. Maths is after chemistry with a 1-day gap. So, chemistry dash maths. Physics is on Monday. Okay. Physics is on Monday. Geography is not on the last day. So, Saturday cannot be geography. History, which is scheduled on the previous day of the math paper, has a day gap with a physics paper. So, history has to be here in between. Chemistry, history, maths will come together. And as a day gap with physics, if it is a physics, so physics day gap, history. So, this is chemistry and this is maths, right? Next, in the above description, the history paper was cancelled due to incompletion of syllabus and the exam was scheduled for 5 days, Monday to Friday. So, history paper was cancelled with the order of the papers reversed. Okay, wait. Now, which 2 papers are left? First, check that. So, we have physics, chemistry, history, maths, geography will come here because it's not on the last day, and economics is coming on Saturday. Now, in the above description, the history paper was cancelled due to incompletion of the syllabus. So, history was cancelled. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 papers left, and the order of the papers is reversed. So, now we have on Monday we'll have economics, then we'll have geography, then we'll have maths, then we'll have chemistry, and then we'll have physics. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The question is, which paper was held on Thursday? It is chemistry. It is chemistry. Option D is the correct answer. Interesting, right? Puzzles with a slight twist. This is a very common question. This is a very common mistake. Divya, Chinmay, Sangeeta, I think, let's see. No, Sangeeta has also made a mistake. Divya and Chinmay, this is a very common error. 7.45 hours means 7 hours 45 minutes. 6.3 hours means 6 hours 30 minutes. That is not the case. That is 6. This is different and this is different. Okay, this is 6:30, 6 hours 30 minutes, but this is not the same. So, this is 6 hours and this 0.3 hours. 0.3 hours are not 30 minutes. Okay. So, you will have to convert this. How to convert this? You will write 7.45 hours. You will take the integer part and separate it. So, we have 7 hours here and we have 0.45 hours here. So, multiply this by 60 to make it minutes. So, this is 45 into 6. So, we have now 27 minutes. So, the answer is 7 hours 27 minutes. Option is B. If we would have gotten a decimal here again, we would have taken the integral part separately, minutes, and the remaining part would have been multiplied by 60 again to get us seconds. Okay, that is how you approach this question. Correct, good. Next. Oh, input output. How much time should I give you? 1 minute? 1 minute is sufficient to observe this. Anyone? See, input output always, I have told you in the last class also, look at the input, then straight away look at the output. That will give you a hint of what is happening. Now here if you look at the output, Rio 7, V @5, Salva, Tokyo, there is no arrangement in the sense that there is no letter wise increasing order, no, because the 18, 23, 19, 20, no sense here, 5, 7 no sense here. So then this will only prove that this arrangement is based on a movement pattern. Simply they are moving from here and there. You have to analyze that pattern. So when you give this input, in the first step what is happening is this V is coming 2 steps ahead. That's it. Rest everything is the same. So the last word is coming 2 words ahead. 1 word, 1 number, that does not make any difference. 2 points, 2 steps ahead. From step 1 to step 2, you can see that these 2 are changing places. That's it. There is no other change happening. From step 2 to step 3, what is happening? So here if we see that this Tokyo is going in the end, 7, Rio, V @5, Salva, everything is the same and Tokyo is coming in the end. Okay, now next what do we have here? So 7 and Rio are changing positions. So we have Rio 7, rest is the same, V @5, Salva, Tokyo, and that's the output. So this is what is happening in every step. This is the movement pattern. Now check for the input, when %SSR2 meet shall U. What is step 2? So this is your input. Step 1 will be this U will jump 2 words forward, and step 2 will be this U will change with 2. So you will have when %SSR U 2 meet shall. Correct? Option D. Clear? Input output based questions are not difficult, guys. This is a very common part of banking examinations. You get very difficult combinations there. These ones are quite easy comparatively, and sometimes, seldom they have been asked in railway examinations, NTPC examinations also, RRB Group D and NTPC, right? So if now that the vendors are changing, if this turns up, we have to be ready with this. Okay, so basic you should understand what is happening. Okay, next, direction. This is pretty easy. Good, I am liking the energy today in the session. Very good. मल्टीपल आंसर्स आई एम गेटिंग. कौन सा कोर्स करवा रहे हो वो भी पर एसएससी रेलवे सब चलता है. एवरीथिंग गोज ऑन. आई एम currently I am taking the score booster course both in English and in Hindi. Hindi का अलग है, English का अलग है. This is an English channel exclusively, so I am delivering in English. We have another Hindi channel, there somebody else teaches, but in the courses, paid courses, I am taking both Hindi and English courses. So you can join those courses if you are interested, or go for the super elite subscription. Okay, Vineet and Sumit are standing in a park facing each other. Vineet and Sumit at the time of sunrise. Sunrise means my sun is in the east, so my rays will come from this direction, so their shadows will be falling here. Now the question is saying shadow of Vineet falls to the left of Sumit. So this is Sumit, this is left, this is the shadow. This is Vineet, this is Sumit. Which direction is Sumit facing? Sumit is facing the north. Sumit is facing the north. Sumit is sitting in the south. Sumit is sitting in the south but facing the north direction. Remember what is the question asking you? The question is asking you facing. That's where a lot of students make mistakes. Okay, next. This is a classic question. Classic question, guys. You need to do this. I'll give you a minute for this, or maybe I should give you minute should be enough, I believe. Yeah, minute is sufficient. Take time to take this in. This is not an SSC level question. Yeah, Chinmay, then you can come for English. Actually, you wrote the question in Hindi, so I thought maybe you might be interested in Hindi as well. So English also I take a course. It is known as a score booster course in English. It's like a crash course. We are also revising the concepts of logical reasoning, and we are solving questions, a lot of questions. So practice also. Oh, that's pretty fast. Dibya, observe the whole question. But your answer is incorrect. So you're not carrying a pen and paper, is it? So let me do it for you guys. Okay. Now a person walks in the east direction from point B. Okay, from point B, person is walking in the east. After walking for 4 kilometers in the same direction, he took a right turn and walks 3 kilometers. To reach point C. From there, he took a left turn of 4 kilometers. Left turn of 4 kilometers, then a right turn of 4 kilometers and reaches point D. Left turn 4 kilometers, right turn 4 kilometers to reach a point D. Then he turns left and walks for 4 kilometers to reach point T. Left and 4 to reach point E. At last, he walks in the north direction, reaches point P after 7 kilometers. So he's walking 4 and 3, 7 kilometers, and he's reaching the point P. Okay. Now, the second figure is different. Another person walks in the west direction from point A for 5 kilometers. Point A, west direction, 5 kilometers. Then she turns right and walks for 4 kilometers. Then she turns right again for 5 kilometers and took a left turn. Then she turns right again for 5 kilometers, took a left turn. After walking for 3 kilometers in the same direction, she took a left turn again and walked for 5 kilometers to reach point Q. 5 kilometers, so 4 plus 1, 5, right? To reach point Q. From there, she walks 7 kilometers in the west direction to reach point P. Have I done something wrong here? Wait. Oh my god. The blunder. This happens with everybody. With me also, commonly it has happened. From 8 is going 5 kilometers in the west, not east. Then she turns right and walks for 4 kilometers. Then she turns right again for 5 kilometers and took a left turn. After walking 3 kilometers in the same direction, she took a left turn again and walked for 5 kilometers. And to reach point Q. From there, she walks 7 kilometers further in the west to reach point P. Now, if you observe carefully, you will have to combine these two figures because P is the only common point. P is the only common point. So, what do you get? You get something of this sort. Right? And they are asking you what is point E with respect to point Q. So, this is point P, this is point Q, and point E is here. They are asking you the direction of E with respect to point Q. It is southwest. Southwest. Yeah, okay. Next. I have taught this also in the last class. There is no neither. How can you say neither? There is either. Only a few flutes are drums. So flutes, drums. Only a few means some are drums, some are not drums. Both will be together. All drums are pianos. All drums are pianos. Only a few pianos are melody. So melody, piano. Some are melody, some are not melody. Some drums are melody. No, I cannot conclude this. No drums are melody. No, I cannot conclude this. We have an either in the option. So we'll check both are incorrect. Yes, there is a combination of some and no. Yes, the elements are the same. Yes, so option C is my correct answer. Either conclusion 1 or 2 points. अच्छा, संगीता रॉन्ग नहीं हुआ, सही है लेकिन प्रदीप सही है. ऑप्शन सी इज राइट. Okay. Next. Next probably will be the last question, I think. Yes. Oh no, this is the last question. Okay. Next we have another syllogism based question. Very old, I believe, right, Sangeeta? Since the very beginning days. Some rate are given. This is very easy actually, but you have to choose only one option, which is following. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, which of the following do not follow, I think. Is it? Do not logically follow. My bad, sorry. So some rate are gigs, some rate are gigs. All gigs are nuts. All gigs are nuts. Many nuts are traps. Many means simply some. Some nuts are traps. No trap is a. Okay. Some rats are nuts. No, does not follow. Oh, sorry. Does follow. Some rats are nuts. This is nuts. This is not nuts. I have drawn it incorrectly here. Yeah, some rats are nuts. Correct. No vada is a trap. Correct. All gigs being traps is a possibility. All gigs being traps. Yes, it is a possibility. And some traps are gigs. No, I cannot conclude this. So this is the only correct answer which I will have. Answer D is the right answer because this is the only one which does not follow. Okay. Done. Possibility I have taught you, but not on YouTube. So maybe a lot of you might not be familiar. But possibility they have started asking in CGL Tier 2 and CHSL Tier 2. So it is actually important for you to understand possibility. Okay. Now, on that note, we'll end the session here, but don't rush away. We have another bonus question for you, so you'll have to do that. But before we go to the bonus question, one request from all of you. If you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button right away. That is the most important thing you can do, because if you are here with all the love, with all the hard work which we are putting in, merely subscribing to this channel proves it that we are doing the right thing for you. Watching videos without subscribing is not fun for you, neither for us. Okay, because you will never understand what this channel is churning out actually for you. The moment you hit the subscribe button and the channel is subscribed, automatically updates will start coming to you. Okay, And if you don't want timely updates in the form of notifications, you don't hit the bell icon. If you hit the bell icon, then you'll get notifications. Otherwise, you'll just see it in the recommended section of your YouTube. And that will help you to understand better. And not only our content, it will become so beneficial when you subscribe to this channel that channels which are related, which are bringing in similar content, you'll be able to see them also. So your recommendations will improve and you'll be able to study better, focus better, right? So do subscribe the channel. That is very important. Thank you so much for staying till the end. And this is the bonus question for today. So you will not answer this now. You will not answer this now. It's a very easy question. Just take a screenshot and put the answer in the comment box after the video, after the session is over. So take a screenshot of this screen. I'll just move away and put the correct answer in the comment box. I want all of you, today 8 of you are watching the video right now live. I want 8 comments minimum. And if people are watching the recorded version, I would request you also to put a comment. Put as many comments as you can and also mention how are you liking these sections, right? So thank you so much for joining live, guys. My name is Maruch Sharma. I'll sign off now. Bye-bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Most welcome, Pradeep. Notification delay hoga, Divya lag raha hai. There is a feeling, but till the time there is some clarity from the SSC chairman about the reforms, about the vendors being changed, this is just a guessing game. So I might say ho jayega by chance, shayad ho sakta hai, and then if it happens, I cannot claim that I had told you so, right? So this is just a guessing game. Don't fall into this trap. You keep preparing. That is what is in your hands. I told you, no, कि भाई जो आपके कंट्रोल में है, नियंत्रण में है, वो करो. जो नहीं है उसके बारे में मत सोचो. All right, bye bye guys. No, not here. In the comment box after the class is over. Divya. Bye bye guys. Take care. Namaskar. Jai Hind.